It is that time again for our Pet of the Week. Veterinarian Dr. Paul Welch is here once again talking about all our animal questions we could ever have. Forest Trentals Animal Hospital, Dr. Welch, and has Janeca with him today. A beautiful Chiweenie. I love the little eye markings there, Doc, too. Beautiful tan coloring. So, Janeca, up for adoption through Animal Rescue Foundation of Tulsa. That's 622-5962 is their number. The ARF House as well. You can visit that at LaFortune Park during the hours on your screen. You can visit newson6.com/pet for other pets who need to be adopted. So the first question, we want to get Sue Payne's question in, talking about, is there anything I can get for my 12-year-old Japanese chin that I just adopted? Her eyes are white. Someone told me they were cataracts. Is there any eye drops?
Okay, something to think about is we run into a condition called nuclear sclerosis, and that's the need for reading glasses or bifocals, and it usually happens, what happens to dogs after about 7.5 or 8 years old, just like it happens to people after 40. And what you'll notice is if you take a flashlight, it's kind of gray in the eyes, but if you take a flashlight, you can see through the grayness. So, and if the dog is seen well, it's probably nuclear sclerosis. Now, if you shine it in there and it looks like a white marble and you can't look through it, those are actually cataracts. And there's really no medication you can use for those. There are several veterinary ophthalmologists in Oklahoma and even in Tulsa that can remove those. It ends up being about $1,500 to $1,800 per eye to do that, so you have to want to do it. But take a flashlight and look, and if you can see through that white mass, then you just have a dog that's over 8 years old and you're okay. We have a lot of dogs here on the show that have the same problem just because they're over 8.
Okay. This next question about water intake. How much water should my medium-sized dog be drinking a day?
Okay, usually I figure I don't get concerned unless I'm over about 1 ounce per pound. So if you've got, you know, a 10-pound dog, I think about 10 ounces, which is what, 1 1/4 cups or something like this. And your food will be part of that moisture. But as long as you're not drinking over about an ounce a pound, I think you're going to be in good shape. Some dogs will just kind of drink a little bit through the day. Some of them will tank up in the morning, tank up in the evening. And if they are doing that where they're tanking up in the evening, feel free to take the water up about, 7 or 8 o'clock, because it's just like little kids. If you have a big glass of water before bedtime, you're going to have to wake up in the middle of the night.
All right. And one more question. I wanted to circle back to cataracts.
Sure.
So if you don't have the money to do 2, can you do 1 and then maybe come back later?
A lot of people just do 1. We're looking for what they call functional vision, which is I want to be able to get around and see my food in the backyard and that sort of thing. And you can do that. A lot of dogs do find blind. I mean, there's a lot of blind people in the world that live in their own apartments and things like this. So don't feel like an evil person if you aren't able to do that. But if you do want to do the surgery, you can. There's no drops to dissolve it or anything like that. But the main thing is I get a lot of people concerned about cataracts that they really aren't the nuclear sclerosis, so they're not cataracts. Dogs are seeing fine. They see as well as I do without my glasses.
All right. Well, great. Thank you, and Happy New Year once again to you.
Thank you. You too.
You can email us, noonshow@newson6.net.